position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Baylor Bears, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Baylor's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Murphy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs, and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
On first down from their own 22. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick strike complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First and 10.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The punt team makes its way onto the field. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got the tight end outside. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
First down for the offense.
Gets it out quickly. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. On the move at the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bears! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 17 to Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's complete on the right side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Inside the 25. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you could tell. Quick read, see it, get the ball out of your hands, get the ball out wide to your playmaker, let him do the rest. No monkey business, no waiting in the pocket, no indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Oh, better look out! Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He'll keep it on the sneak.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Murphy. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. From the gun, running back on the move. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Gives it on the option. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
17, Arizona State, 6.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete to the right.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged in the middle, it's Berry. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Here's a heat. Unleashes it on the run. He's got it at the 20. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to...
Touchdown Bears! He got a step and just dusted the field. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Louisiana. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll do it himself. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. 1st down, 10 yards to go. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Murphy. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Line gets set. 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Murphy. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy.
Turning it on! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip, using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. This time he's got it.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Barry. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Got his man quickly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. He makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll send out the kicker here. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy, 20 yards away. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Bears! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up by 24 over Louisiana. Sunbelt Sun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Sun Devils look to do some damage in the red zone.
Now with a red zone opportunity.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.